What's up, everybody? This is Scratch, and I got a video here for you. I'm going to play through Mega Man Legacy Collection, partially because I need to get the achievements, but mainly because I was inspired by Craig Skitz. He's a YouTube channel that I watch fairly regularly. He puts out a video every day playing old school games from my childhood, his own childhood, your childhood maybe, or whatever. And he checks out a lot of stuff. He asks a lot of questions to the viewers. Makes a lot of confessions, and I kind of, reading through the comments and listening to him, I kind of realized I have my own confessions to make, and so I'm inspired to go back now and make them right. So one of them is, I'm going to play through all of the Mega Man games in the Mega Man Legacy Collection that is on the Xbox One. It's, of course, on Steam and PlayStation and maybe some even other things. But I'm going to go through, and I'm going to give it a shot. So I've personally completed Mega Man 2, and Mega Man 3. 2 and 3 I completed back in the NES days when they came out. Mega Man 1, I had it. I couldn't beat it back then. But I did beat it, I think, on a compilation of maybe in the GameCube or Xbox, original Xbox. I can't remember. One of the Capcom, either anniversary or collections or something. But we have 6 here. We're going to start with 1. This is going to be a complete series playthrough, starting with Mega Man, which came out in 1987. Okay, so one of the things about Mega Man that you probably already know is that there is a boss order. So this is one of the hardest Mega Man games, probably because of what it was when it first came out. Now, do I think it's one of the hardest ones now? No, I don't. But I think when it first came out, you didn't know things like, oh, there's an order, or there's these patterns. I mean, I can remember playing and dying right here, and now it's nearly an impossibility that I would die at this point in the game. Just because you learn the patterns of how things go, and how to do things, and whatever, and then I make it look really easy. When I was a kid, I would have tried to dodge all of that stuff, or whatever. And then one of the things I did here, was change the D-pad on my Elite controller, and then I just realized I wasn't using it. I'm using it now, though. But one of the things is like there's a pattern to all of these. That was a bad move. There's a pattern to all of these creatures and everything where they go, in order to defeat the boss robots and all that sort of stuff. And this is stuff that, like, when the very first Mega Man came out, like, you didn't know that. And so I think going back in time, yeah, that was bad. I think going back, I'm going to edit a lot of these out, but I know I start right here, so that's not a big deal. Okay, so I made it back here. We're going to actually I'm just going to try to get by this part really quick. I can do it without talking, probably, and concentrating, but splitting my concentration between the two is difficult. Okay, so I made it close to far enough that it doesn't matter. We're here at the end. I have died once, but I'll remedy that by grabbing this extra life. And we're gonna come down here, and hopefully I get some health, because I'm probably gonna need full health to beat Bomb Man. I haven't practiced very much, so I don't know all the patterns. I'm not the greatest Mega Man player. And maybe I'll even regret trying to do this stupid series, but I'm gonna do it. I am going to do this. If I can avoid getting hit here, right here, yep, I probably have no chance, but we'll try. Did I get him? I got him. Woo-hoo. See, if I don't talk, I can play. But if I don't talk, maybe it's not interesting. I don't know. You tell me in the comment section. But anyways, skin of my teeth, I got through that, so that's good. Okay, so moving on, our next target is Gutsman, who probably has one of the hardest levels. So, not one of the hardest levels, but one of the hardest parts in his levels. So let's give him a shot. Hopefully I can do this. Okay. Okay, I got health I don't need already. Well, I kind of need it, but they don't give it to me at the right time. Okay, this is one of the hardest places I remember as a kid. Was jumping on these stupid green platforms, because with the gap in the rail down here, you can see that, you know, it drops you off, and like you literally fall instantaneously, and it makes it such an impossibility. Yeah, see? Oh, barely. It makes it such an impossibility to, like, you can't recover. And it doesn't really matter how much life we lose here, because there's a little secret I'll show you. If you go back, and I'm probably gonna regret doing this because it's been bad. You can see that the health thing replenishes. So it's some people call it a glitch, but I mean, it's in the game, so that one didn't quite work out. The trick is as soon as these guys land, well, this one doesn't work because I can't get close enough to them. But the trick is to just not get hit. I mean, there's no trick. To keep moving towards him and go and have him throw past you is basically what it boils down to. So now I'm gonna play it safe here, and I am not gonna go for the extra life because I wanted to get 2 things of health, which turned out to be really stupid. But anyways, we're here. This is Gutsman, and I actually have a little bit of trouble with Gutsman, but that little trick I just talked about is going to come into play here if I can get some health to show up. I don't need much, I just want a little bit. And maybe it's not gonna happen. Just not in the cards this time. We're gonna die here, but I've got 2 lives, so let's go for it. The first trick to this is when he lands, it causes you to see? It's 3 bombs. I need 3. It causes you to, like, you have to jump when he lands, and if you don't do that, you're in a lot of trouble. But we knew that was coming. So let's try it. I'm almost out of bombs. I got plenty of bombs, though. The trick is the first one, is to not fall off this top, but throw the bomb back far enough. See, he comes forward. That'll get him. That'll get him. And I didn't lose as much health. Like, if I would have played that way last time, I would have got him. But we got through. All that matters. Okay. So moving right along, the next one is Cutman, which he probably has my least favorite stage, but he's pretty easy. He's fairly easy to beat when you get to him, but I don't really like his stage that much. It's got those, you'll see those things that were like green in the last one, they're blue now, and I absolutely hate them. Because they're just a pain in my ass. Because they don't really come in any sort of range where you can hit them until like after you're hit, or like, you know, as they're coming to get you. Oops, that was a bad move. Ah, but I got my health back. All right, cool. Okay, so moving along, we'll get right up here. I don't even know why I shoot that, but most of this, I guess, is pretty easy to go through. And then you just kind of have to wait for it. Right here is where you want to keep moving, because these freaking Pac-Man cut things are horrible. And missed opportunity. Oops, missed opportunity there. I guess not. I guess I'm okay. These guys are kind of remind me of Zelda. Oh, that was bad. I wanted to get that guy. No health either. Okay. Little screen lag there. Common in these games. So we're gonna go like this. Nope, we're not either. This is where you want to go. Up top. Okay. So a little bit of screen lag, common with games of this era. There in the Nintendo, there would be all kinds of like little artifacts and things. A little bit nervous I wasn't gonna get that, but all right. So this one we want to just stay right here. There it is again. Pretty easy to get through. Looks complicated, not too bad. They should have put a power up over on the other side there. And here we come with these stupid blue things. Oh, actually did good. Okay, so there is my power up for this one. I don't know why I did that. Okay, this is probably the hardest one to get by. This dude right here. And I ended up not... Does Bomb Man kill him? I have no idea, but either way, I didn't get what I needed. Now it's possible to hit this right at the peak of your jump. You gotta let it go before it opens up. There's no way to get these, you just have to get them before they fire. Okay, so we turn into Guts Man. It's possible to do this. We'll see if I get lucky again. I'm skinning my teeth on, what, 2 of these now, or 1 of them? Right there, skin of my teeth once again. And wasn't there only 2? How come there's still 1 left? I'll take it. Okay, so that takes care of Cutman. And our next one is Electman, which Electman has a pretty cool stage. We'll check him out here in just a second. But there's a missable game-ending mistake you can make here. At least I think it's game-ending. I don't know if it is or not. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get to Cutman here, because he takes care of these guys. Because they're annoying. And we're going to switch back to the Mega Buster. We'll make our way up here. Oh, actually, no, I forgot. Oh, I guess they don't. Wait a minute. Why is there a ladder over there? I've never noticed that. I mean, maybe I have. Okay. Making our way through Cutman. Okay. So, how many have played these games? Just out of curiosity, has anybody beat all 6? Oh, no. That was bad. Has anybody beat all 6, 7? Anybody beat Mega Man 9? Mega Man 9 came out later, but it was done in this format. And I had a heck of a time with that game. I definitely never beat that, and I'm honestly not even sure that I would. They definitely updated it in terms of difficulty so that you can't look stuff up. Because you can. Just need to wait for this. You can look stuff up, but it's not going to do you any good because the game is still incredibly difficult. I remember that came out, I think it was on 360, actually. I feel like that's a bait one back there, so I'm not going to go for that. So we're making our way up here to the top. I don't even think it's possible to get by this part without getting hit. Ooh, maybe it is. Oh, and even make a mistake even. Whew, almost didn't get it. God love that D-pad on the Xbox controller. You saved my life. So you need to stand there and deal with those because otherwise you just hate your life. Okay, so this is the possibly game-breaking decision. Let's just say that you went and you got Electman first. And so you skip this and don't get this, what's called the Magnet Beam. Let's say you don't get that. I think that's a game-ending mistake. Certainly going to the right here without having Gutsman is, because you'll see that in just a second. As we get up here a little bit further, you'll see that you can't go any further unless you have him. So I'm pretty sure it's game ending. We'll find out in another episode because I'm probably not gonna get far enough to do that today. But I think you need the Magnet Beam to finish. I could be wrong. You definitely need Gutsman to get through here, and if you still didn't pick up the Magnet Beam, it's not game ending, but you have to go all the way around because here's what it does. Gives you a little bit of a platform to give you just a little bit more height. And to show you how useful this is, I'll waste some of it here because I think it doesn't matter. You can see I can just make platforms for myself there. So that actually works out really good. I might not have enough Cutman to beat Electman. I don't know. Right here is a pain in the neck. That's actually harder than it looks. I've died there more times than I care to tell you. A lot. So let's switch over to Cutman. And we'll make our way up here. Now this isn't so bad. You just gotta take your time. You can't rush it. Unless you're like a really good speedrunner, which I'm not. So you just gotta take your time. Because the problem is if you get hit by one of these lightning beams or these electric beams or whatever, it shocks you and you end up falling all the way down to the end. And then you have to go through it again. It takes off a significant amount of your life. And because I was talking, I almost got hit there. But here we are with Electman. Cutman ready to go. And we had enough. And that worked out. He was pretty easy to beat. The trick, I guess, there is to not let him get started. But we made it. So that's probably going to wrap it up for this video. We're going to finish up with Iceman and Fireman in the next video. And from there, we'll jump into Dr. Wily and we'll go through his... I think it's a pretty short castle playthrough. But anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys all next time, and we're going to get through all these. We've only got one more video probably before we finish Mega Man 1 and beyond to Mega Man 2, which I will be so happy because for me, this is one of the hardest ones. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.